Hello everyone, my name is Marvin Denis Pramudji. I'm very happy to have another opportunity to speak here. Today I'm going to talk about streaming services versus theater. Here, I have three main points what I will talk about later. First, the difference between streaming and theater services. Second, preference statistics when people choose to watch in the theater versus streaming services. And the third one is the impact of the pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic on the streaming services and the theater services. Okay, now let's see my first point. I divided it into two parts to show the difference between these two services. Okay, the first one is what makes streaming service and theaters different. You must have heard of Netflix, Disney Plus, and HBO Go. Uh, I think you might heard that. It is an online streaming platform for watching movies and TV shows. The platform can be accessed using computer, smart TVs, game console, streaming media player, smartphone, and etc. And on the other hand, the theater is also a place to watch a movies, but we have to go to the nearest theater to be able to watch the movies like XX1, CGV, and etc. And the second is what system do streaming and theater services offer? Okay, the online platform system usually uses a monthly fee, so you only have to pay once to pay once a month, and usually like Netflix has several different package with different offers. Moreover, we can watch all kinds of movies and TV show with only one payment a month. And the other side in theater, we only pay when we want to watch one film. So if we want to watch another film, we have to pay again. However, the advantage of theater are has including a good sound treatment in the theater room, having a big screen so that we can feel the real movie experience. However, not with streaming services where we only watch with the technology we have, so the audience can't feel the same way like theaters. Okay, furthermore, we can see the statistics from people preferences when choosing theater services and streaming services. This statistic speaks of a vertical line that shows what percentages of people choosing the preference. Sorry, and the horizontal line shows the theater and streaming options. Of course, cinema has more satisfying viewing experience, but we can see that statistics of the people who strongly prefer theater are decreasing year by year and month by month due to the COVID-19 pandemic, which is causing people to be afraid to watch in the theater and leave their homes for fear of being infected by the virus. On the other hand, streaming services are strongly improving year by year, year by year. So, what's in the impact of this pandemic for the streaming services? Okay, I want to show you several example that we can see is because of the COVID-19, theater revenues have dropped dramatically into 200 million US dollars, as you can see like this one. This is because there are also theater closures during the pandemic, so that makes his income even lower. On the other hand, streaming service revenue increased dramatically in 2020, which reached 2,000 million. Okay, so to conclude, we already know the difference between these two platforms, which is where streaming services are more accessible. But the experience of watching in theaters exceeds those of streaming services. Moreover, the statistics of impact of this pandemic theater have drastically reduced viewership and revenue compared to the online. I mean drastically like this. Sorry, drastically reduce viewership and revenue compared to the online streaming services, which have increased drastically because it makes it easier for people to watch movies anywhere without fear of getting viruses. Okay, so I want to say that so let's continue to support these two platforms. If you received the vaccines twice, I suggest you to watching it at cinema, uh, because in this way you already helping out the films maker out there. So thank you for your attention and goodbye.